Post 1, I am a 29-year-old male, very boring with money in a way that makes me happy. I keep a zero-based budget. I track every expense. I make my own coffee and bring lunch in a little container that does not leak. When my rent went up last year, I decided to rent a two-bedroom and find a roommate so I could keep saving toward a down payment. The apartment is clean, quiet, and in a building with strict rules. No subletting without approval. No extra occupants without being on the lease. Quiet hours posted in the elevator. It felt like a place designed for the way I live. The plan was to split rent evenly and utilities in proportion to use. I am the only person on the lease because the landlord, Ms. Patel, said she could approve a co-tenant later if their credit cleared. I met Cal through a friend of a friend. He is mid-30s, charming in a way that makes people forgive lateness. And he said all the right things. He needed 1 month to get his credit squared away, could sleep on the couch for that first month, and would sign an addendum as soon as Ms. Patel approved him. He offered to set autopay for half the utilities immediately and to send half the rent by the first each month. He called himself a good hang. I said yes because I believed in grown men keeping promises. For the first 2 weeks, it was fine. Cal was messy in a scatter pattern, but he Venmo'd me the exact rent amount on the first, and he brought paper towels home without being asked. Then on a Tuesday, he told me his cousin Ari needed a place to crash for 2 weeks due to a lease overlap. He said it would actually help because Ari would chip in for groceries. I said 2 weeks was fine, as long as Ari did not bring in other people, and we kept the place quiet. I also told Cal we needed to keep Miss Patel in the loop, and that no one could stay beyond the 2 weeks without approval. He nodded and called me responsible like it was a compliment. Week 3 arrived. Ari was still there. A new lock had appeared on the hall closet that holds my cleaning supplies. My labeled groceries kept vanishing. I came home to find a parking citation on my windshield because someone had parked in my spot overnight and moved in the morning before I left for work. The utility app showed a spike that looked like a heater running all night with windows open. I asked Cal when Ari was heading out. Cal said I was being intense and that it is his half, so if he wants to have family over, he can. I reminded him I am the leaseholder and the lease says no extra occupants. He said the landlord never checks and that I should relax because everyone is struggling. I felt something in me give, like a rope stretched too far. I do not like conflict. I also do not like pretending numbers are not numbers. I texted Miss Patel and asked, in neutral language, whether anyone besides me was approved to reside in the unit. She wrote back quickly, "Only you. Any additional occupant requires written approval. Violation